Good evening. This is JT with Montanahunting&fishing. How are you folks doing tonight? Well, I'm coming to you in this broadcast. I wanted to talk about something that kind of sticks a little bit with me. Um, there's a lot of people on Facebook, new hunters, even out-of-state hunters who are asking for advice on how to hunt big game. Not just hunting, but fishing as well. I too have been a victim of, not saying a victim, but folks are not really willing to come forward with the information on how to really hunt, elk or deer or a specific area, or just give advice in general. You see a lot of pages on Facebook. You see a lot of different YouTube resources, and I'm going to talk to you about those kind of endeavors tonight. All right. And so, one of the things that I wanted to do in this show too, and you'll see on this video, is that I've actually got screenshots of these different type of resources, right? Facebook pages, Instagram pages, and YouTube videos. Some that I actually look up to quite a bit. Now, one of the pieces of advice is that I always give when it comes to a beginning hunter, keep in mind, guys, they're not asking for your honey hole. And based off the way this world's going anymore, your honey hole isn't going to be your honey hole much longer. Onyx maps, base maps, all those give resources to outdoorsmen and women and their children that never used to be available to folks, right? So they might be creeping in even if you don't want to or want them to. Okay. So one of the biggest resources I would point out to someone who's just starting out hunting and fishing in Montana or anywhere is to go ahead and sign yourself up with the hunter safeties course. That's the first line of defense right there. It's an invaluable, okay? And the reason why it's invaluable because they will answer a lot of questions that you might be scared to ask or that you're asking you're not getting an answer to. How to track an animal behaviors, survival skills, how to identify animals, what the scat looks like, all of that. Everything from deer to elk to antelope to migratory birds to turkeys to black bear, grizzly bear, mountain lions, sheeps and goats, and anything that you can hunt, they'll help you identify that and make sure you got a fairly good understanding, and then they'll give you some field training where you will have to take a practical test to pass and get your patch and your certificate of completion. And so that's the first line or first resource that I would suggest someone take. The second thing is even after passing hunter safety, and you actually go out to the field, I would strongly suggest always taking a buddy with you, okay? And the reason why is because you can always get in some trouble, and if you're inexperienced, you're not going to know how to get out of that trouble, right? Bivouacs are easy to set up, sure enough, but if you break your leg, buddy can be there to help carry you out or at least get help. Things like that. The other resources that I would suggest people getting, and these are clips I'm going to share with you tonight, is go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and look at these things on there, like Randy Newberg's videos. His videos are very resourceful, very filled with knowledge. Okay, he loves to hunt elk and deer, and I think he hunts antelope. Then you've got, if you're into fishing, there's a variety of people. One guy that's not from West or Montana at all, someone that I look up to and look at his information to help with fishing is John Gillespie, right? He's out of Wisconsin, but he's got a lot of information on walleye fishing, right? Let me see here. I subscribe to a lot of these Montana game and fish pages or the wildlife pages for informationals and resources, right? They keep you up to date on what's going on. My page is Montana Hunting and Fishing on Facebook. Again, the link will be posted in the description of this video. There's a lot of information on there, and a lot of these things I'm telling you about are on my page. Eastman Hunting Journal is a great resource. Again, survival and how to track and spot and stalk. You know, you could take all this information and make it your own, right? Field and Stream is a good one. Outdoor Life is a great one. And then if you're wanting to see shot placements, they're all on there. There's people out there. If you just like looking at pictures and stuff like that to practice identifying. There's trophy bucks and bulls out there. I really do enjoy some of their stuff quite a bit. And I look to, you know, cooperate with them, or collaborate with them, rather. It's been a long day. I've been up for 18 hours and I'm pretty tired. All right. And Monsters of Montana is a great resource. Who else? Let me switch over to this one here. Though this next one, though, he's pretty wild. The infamous Ted Nugent. Watching his videos on YouTube and reading his articles, that's pretty good. If you're wanting to learn like bow, go to YouTube. I've got clips of some channels on there that can teach you how to set your bow up, get to practicing, grouping, all of that. Even troubleshoot some of your issues, or if you want muzzle loader. On Facebook, there's a guy named Toby Bridges. He actually does write articles for a lot of different magazines. He's based out of Montana. He does the North American muzzleloader hunting articles and magazine. Okay. And again, I'm trying to find here. Muley Pursuit is a good one. Onyx Maps and Onyx Hunt. They are freaking awesome. All right. I appreciate them more than I care to admit. Especially because I can operate their maps on my phone and be able to be offline and be in the mountain and not have to worry about losing my bearings or my parameters. I have a GPS with me, yes I do, but I still rely on my phone quite a bit in those maps that are on Onyx. I've just really come to trust them quite a bit. Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, again, Montana Hunting and Fishing. If we're not affiliated with any of these guys at all. One day we hope, but we definitely support them. You know, we use their products. The Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls is something that we use. Onyx Maps we always use, as you heard me talking about. Ride Supplements, it's not a Montana deal, it's a Montana Hunting and Fishing affiliated program that we participate in, because again, in my last video you heard me refer to my fitness journey. I am setting out to lose about 65 pounds. Yeah, 65 pounds is my goal, and I plan on doing that in about 10 to 12 weeks. You know, have that completed in about 10 to 12 weeks for sure. And you know, their links are in my link tree for sure. All right, and what's the other one? Muley Freak is a good resource. My Outdoor TV is a good resource. You just compile all these Realtree Outdoors, Mossy Oaks, all of them, even the goofy buck commanders, whatever they want to call themselves now. We really appreciate some of their resources and a lot of their comedies. But you take all these resources and you take the best of best, what fits you, and make your own style, and hone the craft, right? There's videos on how to butcher your game in the field and at the house. There's really a plethora of resources out there that can make you a very successful and seasoned outdoors person, right? Fishing, learning how to tie the popular knots, popular baits. The funny thing is that I really don't participate in a lot of that. Different styles of fishing. I do the fly fishing, and then I do cast fishing. I don't use a lot of lures unless I'm striking out with my first and foremost go-to thing, which is just a worm. Worm, no weight. That's it. That's it. And if the current in the creek is too high, I use a weight, obviously, but I always go with a worm. Unless I'm in an area that requires a fly, then I pick up the rod and I lace a fly on and I go. Okay. If I'm at a lake and I'm striking out on live bait, I use spoons. But other than that, I mean, I don't variate too much on that adventure. But there's a lot of resources out there to help you with that too. So if you guys have any questions or concerns about that, reach out to us. We'll go ahead and guide you any which way you can. Now, going back to the one thing that I've said in this video, when it comes to asking for help, don't be shy. Even though a bunch of people on the line be like, you can ask. There's a lot of areas that we hunt that we'd be more than happy to help you with, right? It's no secret. It's state land. It's public land. It's national forest. If you can get one where I can't, go ahead. I'm all about sharing what I know and sharing experiences with everybody, to include my family, friends. I look forward to meeting new friends. A lot of the pictures that are sent into us are gifted by members of our Facebook page, or a lot of times if we see there's a nice picture of a bull that someone just took, or a buck, or an antelope, or whatever, or a fish, we'll reach out to them and ask them if we can share it on our Montana Hunting and Fishing page. Have no shame there. They give us permission and we share it through all our platforms. No problem. It's all about promoting the majestic outdoors here in Montana, right? And it doesn't have to be pictures limited to that either. It could be about, anything outdoors. Camping, just a gathering outdoors, goat panning. So it's really a great adventure that we're putting together. And we even do some advocating and legislation. We have people who are in the veterans advocacy. We have people that are over in Helena that we reach out to let them know our voices on behalf of all sportsmen and women. And we really love it when we can actually share these experiences with the children. You saw I put my own children out there, teach them young, right? Get them to appreciate the great outdoors out there, and learn how to take care of them and theirs when they get older, right? When I'm in a rocking chair, I doubt I ever will be, but you know what I'm saying. So, with that being said, I just want to say I really appreciate the opportunity to share this journey with you folks. If you have any other questions, reach out. Go to our Facebook page, like, share, and follow it, right? Instagram, follow it, like it, and share it. YouTube, subscribe to the channel, view it, watch these videos. There's going to be a lot more coming out. I had a bunch on there before, and I took them off because I was getting used to the editing and all of that stuff, and now I'm just gonna in the process of hiring someone to help out with that so we can make this a little bit more fluent. In my link tree, which will be in the description of this video, There's merchandise. There's access to my Venmo, to my Cash App, or to Montana Hunting and Fishing Cash App. You can donate to the Venmo or Cash App, or just purchase merchandise. We've got designs coming out tomorrow. New designs coming out tomorrow. We understand that the current design that's on that store is not the way I want it to look. So we have definitely got 4 new designs coming out. And then in the next week, we've got 5 or 6 new designs coming out. So it's going to be a full-on selection for everyone to purchase, for sure. Montana Hunting and Fishing is a registered business in Montana. All right. And so please respect that. We definitely have, we're in the process of trademarking that name as well. Montana Hunting and Fishing, and all of our products and designs. Okay. And so with that being said, a lot of this has been created by me, myself, with the creative input of some very talented people behind the scenes. And that's all going to come to fruition here relatively quick. All right, guys. Again, we appreciate your support, and I hope we can grow our family out, you know, on TikTok, on Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook. We hope to get, you know, 20,000, 30,000 views, fans, and subscribers and followers on all these platforms, so we can reach out and help protect our Second Amendment rights and protect our sacred hunting and fishing heritages out here. Okay? You guys have a great rest of your night, and thanks for watching. Alright, so like you heard me in the video, these are resources you can pull online, Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube. Great amount of knowledge comes from these articles and the different researches. This is a Facebook group that shows a lot of pictures of kills, and it's always great to see the ladies out there hunting too. And here is Toby Bridges, an authority on muzzleloader hunting, and he's an expert at hunting, period, and picking huckleberries. Go Hunt is another fine page. Here's some folks at Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls. Really nice outfit. Great calls. Give them a shout out. Montana Fishing, you know, Trout's Unlimited. Onyx Hunt, great resource. Here's how a YouTube video how to sharpen broadheads. Another YouTube video from Hunters Connect. Alright guys, give us likes, shares, subscribe, follows, and support Montana Hunting and Fishing. If you guys want to donate to our Venmo and our Cash App. Have a great night. Bye.